More than 30,000 soldiers and their families call the North Country home. Another 20,000 retirees in the region. Fort Drum's economic effect, simply massive. 7 News reporter Zach Grady tracking the numbers in a report that was released by the Army Post today. So Zach, what does all of this add up to?
Jeff, when you add it all up, the total is more than $2 billion that can be directly and indirectly attributed to having Fort Drum here in the North Country.
The majority of people in the county probably know or related to or are directly or indirectly employed because of Fort Drum.
The release of Fort Drum's economic impact statement Monday shows the Army Post remains a driving force for the local economy, racking up $1.6 billion in economic spending, up 4.6% from 2021.
In total, there's about 24,000, almost 25,000 jobs in the 3-county region that are directly or indirectly related to Fort Drum, which is about 22%, almost a quarter of the wage earners in the region, which is pretty significant.
In addition to the $1.6 billion in spending directly tied to the installation, Advocate Drum estimates an additional $600,000 in spending can be indirectly attributed to Fort Drum.
One of those almost 6,000 jobs that are in the local restaurants, in the hospital, in the accountant's office, whatever, in one of the hotels that are there, those jobs that exist because of Fort Drum related activities.
All told, Fort Drum and the surrounding area is home to more than 31,000 soldiers and their families. Additionally, there are another 19,000 retirees and military dependents living in half a dozen counties around Fort Drum.
That's all adding to tax base, that's all adding, we have a lot more access to the goods and services, medical care that higher population allows us to, that without that Fort Drum population, you wouldn't have the critical mass needed to have things like the Olive Garden and a lot of the other restaurants that we have or shopping opportunities that we have in town.
In addition to the more than $2 billion economic effect, local schools received more than $30 million from Washington in what's called federal impact aid, or money for schools that's surrounded by the military installation. Jeff?
Zach Grady live tonight. Thank you.